Welcome to the city of Oxford. I'm waiting behind Beavis Builders. I wonder what his partner's name is. Here comes the walking bus. Lovely. Hello and welcome back to the channel. It's the end of the year, thank goodness we made it. And big changes are afoot, which I'll tell you more about soon. But for today, I have a lovely day off to do with what I will. And I was thinking about where I should go. And I remembered I know a young lady who is brilliant and intelligent who used to live in Oxford. And she told me that Oxford's a very interesting place, which of course I knew already. But it's also the kind of place where people always want to come back to. And I'm sure she'll be back and live here again someday if she wants to. Yeah, the end of the year was hard work and a little bit emotional. Yes, Hawking, miss you already. But for today, we've got a lovely day out. I'll have to let you in on a little secret. I'm actually a bit of a Cambridge man myself. I think we can still be friends, it's okay. It's been a nice, fairly uneventful ride down here. The red bike is doing okay, although it's entirely the wrong colour. Just the lack of luggage is a bit of a pain. I've got my backpack on the back there. I tried wearing it on my shoulders for a while, but I didn't like that. Oxford is a cycling city, much like Cambridge, so you've got to watch out for bikes everywhere, many of which are ridden by people who don't know what they're doing. There's also a tourist city where there will be tourists who are not looking where they're going, people who assume every bit of tarmac is pavement, so you do have to be careful. What are we waiting for here? Woo! Oh, that was amazing! Beautiful electric bike. Ah, here we are, I remember now. Any Oxford people in the audience? Give us a shout out if you are. Heading over the river. Must admit, I am just driving by the force here. Left? Yeah, left. Look, I might need to give in and get the sat nav out. I haven't yet. There's some excellent selfie action going on there with the tripod. Nice work. Oh, here we go. There's the castle. And I'm looking to park in the Westgate Centre, which I think is going to be around here. No cars or motorbikes. Alright. Ah, awesome. Back of the castle. I don't think I've seen this bit. Let's go left on St. Thomas Street. This place reminds me so much of my uni days. 3 years is a short period of time in the grand scheme of things, but for that unique time, it really felt like we owned the place. Lots of happy memories of independence and learning. And here it is, one of the best bits about riding a motorbike. Look at this. Straight into the car park in the city centre. We don't need no ticket. We don't pay a thing. And we just go straight into our parking here. Can't tell you what a pleasure that is. If there's one tiny thing I don't like quite so much about biking, and there isn't, but if there was, it would be the faff. All the stuff and locks and waterproofing is just a bit of a fiddle. We're heading straight up to the roof. The roof terrace at the Westgate Centre has all these restaurants and things up the top here. But you only really need one. Here it is. I've already had my breakfast, but it was one of my favourite places. I didn't bring my selfie stick. So don't worry about dangling this little thing over the edge.
We went up one.
This, by the way, is a good spot to park a bike if you don't need to go underground. Right, let's explore a bit. This beautiful old post box. I guess it's famous. Oh no. It looks like it's busted. That one's for you, Pete. Ching. This is Christ Church College. It's got to be one of the grandest in the city. And Christ Church College is lovely because you can go for a walk in their grounds. Let me show you. Lots of people had the same idea. It's very stylish. I remember from Cambridge the tourists just being a sort of feature of the landscape. You didn't even really notice them so much, you just walk around them. Now I am one. So you have to buy a ticket if you want to visit the college and look inside, but The grounds here are free to enter. It's a beautiful spot for your lunch. Wow, this is Boathouse Island, where the opposition train. I think I actually recognise that boat. I think we've taken that boat from Wallingford before. Now the problem with buying your lunch early and looking for a spot is that it starts to feel like lunchtime quite quickly. I think we found just the log here. Yeah. Oh, yes. What a gorgeous place to stop for lunch, eh? Makes me think I'm in the grounds of Jericho College in a Philip Pullman novel. If you haven't read his Dark Materials yet, I'd strongly recommend it, especially you, Oxford. You see people walking around here, and instead of their head being buried in their phone, like back home, people read books. I see people walking around here reading a book as they walk, a paper book. That's amazing. This is the way to travel. Now, believe it or not, I do actually have an objective in mind. You know what they say, not all those who wander are lost. So I have an interesting place that I'd like to show you. What a lovely place. At one point I thought it'd be great to live here, but I'm certainly glad to be moving a bit closer. For future reference, here outside Oriel College, Oriel Square, is also the place for bikes. Here it is. This is the History of Science Museum. Upstairs gallery is closed today. Okay. Here it is. The handwriting of the man himself.
Destroyed.
1931. The blackboard from his second lecture, where he describes what relativity has to say about the universe. That's it. Amazing. I find learning about the history of science fascinating as a way of framing and understanding the science that we currently have. They made those beautiful scientific instruments differently then, didn't they? With varnished wood and polished brass. And to see Einstein's own handwriting on his blackboard is pretty incredible. Now the other place I really wanted to show you is called the Pitt Rivers Museum, It's in the back of the Natural History Museum. And I mean, we will have a look at the Natural History Museum. Who doesn't love a dinosaur? But the real treasure is in the back. Let's go have a look. Everybody's favourite, the Triceratops. Such a child. The building itself is beautiful. It's like a mini version of the Natural History Museum in London. So apparently, Stan here is a cast from a skeleton only uncovered in 1992, the most complete T-Rex skeleton ever found. Holy airball, look at the Japanese spider crab. If you're really lucky, you might find a dodo's foot. The story goes that obviously the dodo is extinct and the last remaining specimen was here in this museum. And one day a caretaker or someone was having a bit of a clear out and had a bit of a bonfire around the back, and they threw the last dodo on the bonfire. And a curator saw and reached in and grabbed the dodo to try and save this irreplaceable specimen. And apparently the only bit that survived was a foot. So if you see a dodo skeleton or a stuffed dodo, it will be a fake, except for one foot. There is one foot left. And apparently it's in this building. It has now become my mission to find it. I don't think it's on display at the moment. From the bright and airy space of the Natural History Museum, we head in to this. This is what we came for. First of all, you could spend a lifetime looking at this stuff, and people do. So you've really just got to pick something that catches your eye and read a little bit about it, and then come back another time. I love the way things are displayed in these old glass cabinets that have been here since the year dot. It's totally the opposite of the modern museum archetype that Tim Hunkin was bemoaning earlier, where there's just a few exhibits displayed very sparsely in bright cabinets. This place is crammed, and the exhibits here are incredible. I mean, look at this. Here's a whole case of smoking and stimulants. We've got specimens and equipment and pipes from all over the world. And water pipes. These look to me like Eskimo costume. Winter reindeer skin outfits from Lapland in Finland, my mistake. But the thing about this place is it's all real. In another museum these would be replicas, and there's some replicas here, but this is an old museum with a long history itself. Amulets, cures and charms. Charms against the evil eye. I mean, they look a lot like key rings to me, but what do I know? Look at these religious figurines from Asia. Model boats and canoes, of course. And British ships. Wow, look at those. Now this looks very Tim Hunkin. On the first floor here we have tattoos, tools and toys. knives and carving. And on the second floor, weapons. Wow, what an amazing place. Right, let's get outside and take some clothes off. If we're sightseeing, then we should check out the covered market. 250 years old, apparently. Oh, Prime Minister. The good stuff. Different smells as you walk past, from incense to barbecue to vegetables. Here we go. More spaces here. Looks like I can do that. No ticket required. Careful of this guy though. Ah, the air's good. What a great visit, hey? The museum was very interesting. I love that place. I love how some cities have a very particular atmosphere and a particular air and a culture to them, and with Oxford it's obviously academia and learning and culture and interesting things, which I love. Coming up soon on the channel, well, there were a few DIY jobs I was going to do, jobs on the bike, but it's not my bike. So I'm really not supposed to, so we're kind of waiting to get my bike back. Little update. Well, I say an update, there was some kind of confusion with the insurance and they reckon the claim was settled, but then they noticed it was settled before they even had the bike, which doesn't seem possible. the craziness continues. So in the meantime, we might do a few more outings if that sounds good. So make sure you're subscribed for those. Thank you for watching another bike adventure. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.